Good morning. It is day 114 and we are heading out of the campsite. It was a quiet night for sure. There's some road noise, but I didn't really pay attention to it last night. It's a busier road than I thought it was going to be, but everything stayed damp all night long. And I had a little bit of condensation on my tent, but hopefully the sun will come out today and I can dry it out, so I'm not too worried about it. I'm getting ready to pass those raspberry bushes again, so I'm gonna nab a couple of those as I head to the spigot and wash my hands. We're gonna meet up with one of my friends who's traveled up from Jacksonville, I think for a wedding, and at the deli, and then finish the rest of our trek for today. Here are those raspberries I was talking about. I'm gonna grab that really red one right there. And then there's a couple more. They're all over the place. Back into the woods we go. It's right at 7 o'clock. And let's see what today has to offer us. I put a blister Band-Aid on my blister on my arch. It's still tender, but maybe that'll make a difference. Had to roll up my tent damp this morning, but it wasn't as bad as I thought it was going to be. Looking forward to seeing Jim, and I think his wife is with him. Here's that stone wall again. The forest is starting to wake up. The birds are singing. Started this climb. Head this way. There we go, to the top. Just went through some evergreens. I was trying to pull it out for that because I love it when the ground is covered with pine needles. Definitely a pretty part of the trail. Should have climbed down there. We're heading up. We hit another beautiful fern forest as we're making this incline. It's beautiful. I was thinking, if you're not an optimist when you start this trail and you get all the way to Katahdin, there's no way you can't be, because it challenges you physically, emotionally, mentally, and spiritually. And I think that's what I love about it. Look at this stone wall that we'll be walking over. It's like a little bridge. It's very cool. can't imagine how hard that was to put together, but it's on both sides. Look at what we just came across. We just came out to Canopus State Park in the lake, and I'm gonna go get some water. Break time is about over. We stopped at the, I don't know if it's a lodge, but they are setting up free water, ice water, which has been amazing. And we've taken a little bit of a rest, used the restroom, sat in the shade, cooled off a little bit, and now it is time to get back on the trail. We're going to, there's a blue blaze that kind of bypasses, kind of like a interstate bypass out of the town that we are going to take to get back on the trail, so we can keep on heading north. We got 10.3 to get to the deli, and we'll make a decision from there on what happens. Yep, it's the AT shelter they have set up not too far from the lake. It's built in 2021, probably one of the newest shelters on the trail. And that's pretty cool. There's a little bit of the trail that we're on right now. Very grateful that it has been not crazy climbs today as of yet. And it's good because it's been really hot. So it's good timing that we're hitting this part of the trail on this day. We just came across this lady. Do you have a trail name?
I do. It's Gadget Girl.
And what, can you explain to us how you're doing your through hike? Because
Yes.
it's different than what I've seen other people doing.
It is. I have my vehicle with me, and I have two friends, and we are going back and forth. We'll park our car at one end, and one or two people will hike north, and then we'll go to the other end with the car, and the other person or two hike south. We cross in the middle, and then we go pick each other back up.
Wow. So you exchange the keys.
Oh, well, we each have keys,
Oh, you each have your
so we
keys.
don't have to exchange
Oh, that's smart.
in case we'd be off in the woods
Right.
potty or something.
Oh, that's true. That's true. And so can you tell me when you guys started?
I started March the 4th.
Okay.
One of the other ladies started March the 3rd, and the other one started March the 7th. So
Okay.
we're all pretty close.
Right. And you
We
guys
did
all
not
planned?
start together. We just ended up together.
Really? So
Yeah.
so you didn't have this planned out at first, or you did?
No, we did not.
Wow.
Actually, I had planned to through hike with another friend providing support, and started with her. And about 10 days into my hike, she had to go home. She was having some problems with her arm and ended up with rotator cuff surgery.
Oh no.
Yeah,
Wow.
so then I ended up meeting up with one of the other ladies with another group, and her
Right.
name was Bunny.
Okay.
And then she and I started slack packing together with that group. Along about Virginia, we split off from that group and went on, and Navajo Joe joined us a couple weeks ago.
We met her at the top of Bear Mountain.
Yeah.
Yeah, awesome. So slack packing, that's awesome.
It is. It's
Yeah.
been much easier as far as resupply and things like that.
And then where do you sleep? In your car?
We've actually been doing a lot of hotels, unfortunately. We had hoped to camp more, but the camping opportunities have not been really good
Yeah.
with the vehicle. And then it's been so hot too,
Right.
so we've been doing a lot of hotels.
So will you summit at Katahdin, or will you?
Yes.
Yeah, so you started down in Georgia.
Yes.
Okay. Well, that's awesome. You guys are doing great.
Yeah, we're loving it.
All right. Well, I appreciate you sharing that.
You're welcome.
All right. Thanks. You also have a YouTube channel. What's the name of it?
Appalachian Wonder Seeker. Wonder with an A, as in going places.
Okay. Awesome. Thank you.
You're welcome.
This is what a lot of the water supply looks like right now, all dried up. We've had such a nice trail today. We're almost to the shelter. We're going to take a little bit of a break and cool down. And then we'll have about 5 more miles to the deli. And that's where Jim will meet us if it works out that way, timing wise. And then you can camp or tent at the deli behind it, which is really nice. But we'll have 3 miles to go from there if we decide to go on to the next shelter. So I figure with this terrain, you might want to take advantage of that, as long as the train's gonna stay this way. It's been good for my feet. We're on this little boardwalk here. Taking this over this bridge. There is some water down there. Should have climbed down there. We're heading up. I'm trying this bacon ranch, and I'm gonna add some of my pumpkin seeds to this wrap. Okay, just finished a snack / lunch, and we are 5.1 from the deli. And so we are going to venture back out into the sun and the heat and conquer these next 5 miles, 5.1. We have some thunder in the background, and I just got a warning that there's lightning near us. Well, we didn't miss the thunderstorm, but we didn't. I was just gonna say, we missed the lightning and the thunder, but we just heard that. Well, we've weathered the storm, and the sun is back out, and we're about a half a mile from the deli. Jim just got there, so we will see him when we arrive. So that was pretty good timing. My friend Jim just got here, and he is unloading all of his goodies for us. Here he is. There's Jim. Drove up from Florida, not necessarily just to see us. He has a wedding to go to, but I'm just so appreciative. Oh, thank you. He brought a stove for me.
Here's the burner.
Oh, I don't need it. I have my own.
Okay.
Thank you. All right,
And
let's see what he's got here.
This
is some of the stuff that I'm taking from Jim's stash. Seasons wise. All right, that's the end of the day. We ended up staying at behind the deli, and that was a little bit shy of 16 miles for the day. So really like the trail today. We did get stuck in a thunderstorm, but we managed to get out of that with just being soaking wet. And great visit with Jim and his wife, and they were so generous. They brought a bunch of resupply stuff for us and also treated us to dinner. So a big shout out to them. Thank them so much, and just so overwhelmed with their generosity. So Jim, if you watch this, you're a rock star, and I hope you had a great trip and time with your family, and safe travels back home. And we are getting up early tomorrow and heading out. It's supposed to be 97 degrees out, and so we are going to have to make sure that we're staying hydrated. And from what I understand, there's a lot of dry sections, so hopefully there's some trail angels out there willing to take care of us. That's all we can hope for. All right, well, I will see you tomorrow. I hope you had a great day. Thanks again for watching, and I'll see you on the trail. Peace out. Bye.